back. So I'm going to tie you a wee Irish shrimp fly. Now this one was requested from one of my subscribers on my YouTube channel here. This wee fly is called the junior shrimp. Now the junior shrimp is a fly that was designed, I suppose, by a gentleman called Chris Downey. Now Chris was a manager on the Foxford fishery. That's the River Moy on some of the private beats. So I'm going to show you how to put it together. Now the hook and the vise, this is a Partridge Patriot double in size 8. You can tie these from as big as, I don't know, maybe a size 6 down to a size 14. The thread that I'm going to use is the Uni Thread 801 weight at the start, just to keep the back body nice and bright. So I'm just going to come in with thread behind the eye of the hook, a couple of turns, run about 4mm of thread on, break away your waist tag of thread. Tag and the rib is going to be an oval gold tinsel, and the oval gold that I'm using is a size 14. So just working the oval gold, tying it in, working the thread down the shank of the hook just until I'm past the points of the hook with my thread. Then I'm going to take 4 turns of the oval gold tinsel and we'll catch this in underneath, come in and trim away the oval gold. Now the tail on the fly, which should have had out, is a red pheasant, red breast feather. Now, this is one of the skins that I have that is, I've only opened this, so still a few of these left. Got ourselves a nice hackle. So that's our golden pheasant breast feather. Just remove the rubbish from the bottom. I think a good tail on a shrimp pattern to give it the required shape. You see this going through the water. You want that shape. Now wee feather there, the wee fibre that's just bent. So we're just going to come in, take a turn to catch in the tip, fold the tip of the hackle back, bring your thread turns back up over the tip and the hackle. Just when you're doing that technique of folding materials back, it just means that they have to break off. The feathers can never pull out. Now we're just going to come in, stroke back these fibres, and then take turns of our hackle. Right. This wee fly is also good. I've tied this before, this fly, with the dyed orange breast feather, which is quite good. Right, that's all I'm going to get out of that wee one, that feather. So just going to come around with my thread, catch it in nice and tight. Now, I want to try and keep the front body as level as I can because I'm going to use a floss. So just working the thread forward, just catch it in the stem, can break that away. Then I can come in with my toothbrush and just bring out the fibres on the tail. Okay, it's looking nice. On the way back down we'll catch in our rib, so this is back to our oval gold tinsel again. Just catching that on underneath and then just work the thread turns down, just not onto the tail, just tied up against the tail, because you're going to use a floss, and if you work the thread up onto the tail, in my experience, and then try and tie the floss in, you'll end up with a lump at the back here, and it just doesn't look nice. Now the floss that I'm going to use is the Uni floss in Chinese red. You can just use a straight through red floss if you haven't got the Chinese red, or some red seals fur. I'm just going to come around with the turn, just pull the floss in the length and then just work our thread forward. Just tying on our body material nice and tight, and then we'll just come around, just get this out of the way first. So this causes a wee bit of hassle, flapping about in the wind. Then we'll come around with our Chinese red. Just have a wee check now on your first turn. as neat as you can be, and then just overlapping turns of the Chinese red floss up the body. Catch that in, a couple of turns, come in and trim that away, the waste. Then it's usually about 3 turns, folks, just for the rib. You take as many turns as you think you need, and then we'll catch that in, come in and trim away the waste of the oval gold. Now we're looking the business. Now the mid hackle, you're looking at a yellow cock hackle, or in this case I'm going to use a yellow hen hackle. Now this has been dyed a fluorescent yellow, so it's nice and bright. But you use what you've got. So I'm just going to come around with a turn, going to fold back the tip, catch that in, break the tip of the hackle away, and I'm probably going to take, I don't know, around about a turn and a half, maybe 2 turns. We'll see how we get on here first with the fibre on the hook. Just take another one. Right, that's going to be plenty there. So I'm just going to catch this in underneath, nice and tight. Working my thread forward, break away the stem of the hackle, working the white thread to the front. Then I'm going to come in and change over to a uni thread 801 black. Just tie up over the top of your white thread, now keeping a hold of the waist end of your black thread and the white tang thread. Just come in and trim the both of them away. Now just want to come in and brush out at this stage the yellow hen. That's nice now, take away that sitting too. On the way back down we'll catch in just using the same oval gold tinsel we use for the tag. We should get a rib out of the front body here. Just take a turn to catch it in, and then work your thread down, not up against, or sorry, not onto the hackle, just tied up against it. You never need to tie up onto the hackle. Now the front body, you can have it as purple floss, but I'm going to use some purple seal's fur. So just taking a small pinch, just dub this onto the thread. Just remember always taking the dubbing the one way. Now don't sort of way lost the bap or lost your patience with the seal's fur. If you keep twisting it the one way and then you get it onto the hook, so you call it anchored, then you can work the seal's fur forward nice and tight. Any excess you can just take it away. So any wee fibres want to go forward, just slick them back and bring your fibre, your thread in front. Then you can come up with your rib, much like the front body. 3 turns, or sorry, much like the rear body I should say. 3 turns on the front body of the oval tinsel, catch that in, and then you can come in and trim away the stem. Now it's a strange colour combination, this wee fly, but it catches fish. Front hackle, purple cock, or in this case a purple hen. So stroking back the fibres just to reveal the tip again, get as a tan in point. Offer this up to the hook, come around with a turn, fold the tip back, working the thread back up over the tip and the hackle, just to secure everything in. Now just going to come in with my scissors, just give it a gentle rub up the stem, just to get the fibres to fold back, and then we'll just take a couple of turns of our purple hen hackle. Yet again, the turns of hackle are entirely up to you guys. you're going to tie the fly. Each to their own. Everybody dresses flies differently. Now, that's going to do me there, so I'm just going to follow this around with my thread. Just catching the stem nice and tight. Now the stem's thin enough that I can break it away, and then work my thread back down again. Nice and tight. Now that's the fly finished. You don't need the odd jungle cock. There was no jungle cock in the original pattern, so, but you all know me. I like my jungle cock feathers very much so, particularly the real deal. That's the two eyes there, so I'm just going to offer these up to the hook. Come in, just hold them onto the hook in the position that you want them. Take a couple of turns, and when there's moves, I'm just going to bring it back up. Just check the length, that you're happy with the length. Yep, I'm happy with that. Then just come in, hold your two jungle cock eyes, take another couple of turns going down towards the eye of the hook. Just come in, whip back your stems, whip them back, and then just tie up over the top of the jungle cock, nice and tight. Wee favour there, just keeping everything nice and tight. Now build up your head. You want a relatively decent head on a salmon fly, I think. So I'm going to build this up a wee bit. Keeping my thread tight, come in and break away the stems. Whip finishing tool has disappeared. Found it. Then just come back in, a couple of whip finish turns, just to finish off. Pull the thread tight, come in and trim away your tan thread. So that's the junior shrimp, guys. And then just to finish off, what I'm going to do is just come in with the first coat onto the head. We drop the super glue. Now if you're going to use super glue, just please be careful, because if you're using hen hackles, even cock hackles, but particularly hen hackles, it'll just ruin your whole pattern, your whole hard work the whole way up the hook. Now if there's any wee excess that comes down onto the eye, just come in with your needle and take that away. So there you go, guys. That there's Chris Downing's junior shrimp. Now I've used floss at the back, but you can use floss for both the rear and the front body, but you can also use red seal's fur and purple seal's fur, so I've just mixed it up a wee bit there for you. Anyway, guys, hopefully you've got something from that. If any has fished the Moy, even any of the other rivers in Ireland or the UK, but well worth having that wee pattern in your box, one of them. Tie a few up, let me know how you get on. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video, greatly appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.